Hi guys, today I'll introduce you how to pick high protein foods. I'll talk about what protein is, amino acids, protein synthesis, protein digestion and absorption, protein quality, and high quality protein foods. Most people associate protein with strength and meat with protein. So is eating tons of meat efficient in making you stronger? Not really. Meat is one good source of protein, but so are eggs, milk, grains and vegetables. Learn about protein quality and available protein sources in your diet. Amino means nitrogen containing. So amino acids are the building blocks of protein. There are a total of 20 amino acids. 9 are essential amino acids, which means the body cannot synthesize them, and the remaining 11 amino acids are non-essential amino acids, meaning the body can synthesize them. Protein synthesis occurs at the cellular level by ribosomes, which actually make the protein for intracellular and extracellular purposes. Proteins for intracellular purpose are synthesized by free-floating ribosomes in the cytoplasm, whereas proteins for extracellular purposes are synthesized inside the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, here are the 5 steps of protein synthesis. First, DNA in the nucleus contains information necessary for protein synthesis. 2. The transcription of the DNA information results in a message called mRNA, which contains the blueprint for protein synthesis. 3. mRNA exists in the nucleus and moves to ribosomes where protein synthesis occurs based on the information from the mRNA. 4th, transfer RNA transport amino acids, which are building blocks for proteins, to the ribosomes. 5. The message contained in the mRNA is being translated and amino acids are linked together to form proteins. When you eat foods that contain protein, then the body doesn't store that food protein directly, but breaks it down into amino acids from which the body then can make its own protein. Proteins are partially broken down in the stomach via the enzyme pepsin, before they are moved into the small intestine, where they are further broken down and digested. The amino acids can be used to provide energy or to make other needed compounds. All amino acids that are not immediately being used are transported to the liver via capillaries. The quality of protein is based on 2 factors: digestibility and amino acid composition. In order to provide the amino acids for protein synthesis, the body breaks down protein from food sources into amino acids. The protein's food source influences its digestibility and hence the rate of availability. In general, animal proteins have a higher digestibility, about 90 to 99%. Plant proteins, on the other hand, only have a digestibility of about 70 to 90%. Soy protein being the exception at over 90%. In order to synthesize proteins, the body needs to have all the amino acids that are needed available at once. The liver can produce any non-essential amino acids, but the diet has to supply any essential amino acids. Otherwise, the body breaks down its own protein, for example, muscle proteins, to obtain them. In other words, the more essential amino acids the protein provides, the higher its quality. Apart from soy protein, plant protein from vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, and legumes are lower in quality because they lack one or more essential amino acids. Consuming a combination of the aforementioned vegetable proteins enhances the quality of proteins, but it's not very convenient. Food sources for high quality protein are meat, fish, poultry, soy products, cheese, egg, yogurt, and milk.
Yeah.